Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Forge FC versus FC Motagua in the first leg of the semifinals of the 2021 Scotiabank CONCACAF League. Both teams are in the Champions League, and we will see how these teams will do in this semifinal matchup. In Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. First leg, of course, for the home side, Forge FC, the Canadian Premier League two-time champions and finalist as it stands right now. In goal, Tristan Henry. The back four, we have Dominic Samuel, Daniel Crutzen, Kwame Awua, and Josh Navarro. Or I guess it is. Maxime Tissot, Dominic Samuel, Daniel Crutzen, and Kwame Awua. Then Kyle Becker and Eleman Cisse in the midfield with Joshua Navarro attacking mid. The front three, Tristan Borges, Omar Brownie, and Wubens Pashis. CONCACAF has it wrong a little bit. Maybe they don't. We'll see. And then here you go for Motagua, FC Motagua. In goal, Jonathan Rougier, the captain. Raul Santos, Carlos Melendez, Marcelo Pereira, and Omar Elvir at the back. The midfield, Kevin Lopez, Juan Delgado, Hector Castellanos, and Diego Oski. And the front two, Gonzalo Klusner and Marco Tulio Vega. That's your lineups for both teams. What's the game on besides One Soccer? He's Goal and Sports Hub. That's what I'd say. And FS2 in America. So if you could find a stream for FS2, go ahead and do that. There you go. And down in Central America, they have ESPN, Tigo Sports, all that. I think they're on Fox Sports as well. But with that being said, there you go. But I think Forge wins 2-0 tonight. 2-0, 3-1 in Hamilton. They haven't lost in Hamilton in this competition. The 4 games they've played there, they have not lost. They have won against Antigua. They won against Olympia, drew against Kai Panama, and beat Santos de Guapoles. I think that stays true. A 5th win or draw in Hamilton for Forge FC against Motagua. And we'll see what happens, what the tie looks like going into the second leg in Honduras, Tegucigalpa, Honduras. We'll see how that goes. But I see Forge doing just fine. They do not have Alexander Akinyote Janssen tonight due to suspension. Maxime Tissot comes in for him, but honestly, doesn't scare me much. Doesn't scare me much. I think Forge wins pretty dominantly 2-0, 3-1. If they win this tie, they go to the finals. Yes, correct. They go to the final. CONCACAF League final. They've already qualified for the Champions League. Now this is to win a trophy, which I'm sure they could do. I'm sure. We're all sure. Forge is, how do I put this? They're slept on very heavily. 45 degrees Fahrenheit, 53% chance of rain, 4 miles per hour winds down in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Forge is ready. Can they make this a win for themselves? Facing FC Motagua, they will face, whoever wins this tie will face the winner of Comunicaciones versus Guastatoya. Last night they played. Comunicaciones got the 1-0 away win. So with the away goal, Comunicaciones look like they have 1 foot into the CONCACAF League final. Who will play them? And I think Comunicaciones will get it done. Again, my semifinal predictions, Forge over Motagua, Comunicaciones over Guastatoya. That was my predictions. And when it came to the quarterfinals, I got 1 out of 3 right. Had Saprissa beating Comunicaciones. Comunicaciones won. Had Marathon beating Motagua, Motagua won. So 1 out of 3 on the quarterfinals. Of course, Olympia could not play Guastatoya due to walkover. The winner of the Alajuelense Comunicaciones tie, which was Guastatoya tie, went on through a walkover, went into the Champions League, into the semifinals as well. So, big ups. Love it, Palomo. True, wherever Forge FC wins, they win. But if they lose, they're already in the CONCACAF Champions League. Exactly. And Motagua is too. We know everybody who's in. Why can't I show the game? Because if I did show it, I'd get a copyright strike. I can't do that. This is my job, so to speak, talking about CONCACAF football. I can't show it. I commentate over it. I'm better than most commentators. Listen to me. Yeah? It's like a second screen, okay? Basically. And if you feel like I was a little bit snappy at you, I'm sorry, but I'm tired of that question. It's an obvious question. Everybody knows about YouTube, okay? Everybody knows how YouTube works at this point. I don't know why I get that question all the time. So it's nothing personal, by the way. If I got a little bit snappy, I'm just tired of that question. Everybody should know by now. That's the one thing I'll get petty on. Exactly. With that, like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Let's get this one going. Super chats are on as well. Hola, saludos, welcome. If you're here. Canada versus Honduras. Well, Forge versus Motagua, but you see how that is. Oh, wait. If Forge beats them, Canada's beating Honduras and Honduras. Because there's been this thing of, oh, Canada plays a Salvadoran team, or Forge plays a Salvadoran team. They beat them. Canada beats El Salvador. Forge plays a Panamanian team. Canada beats Panama. Forge plays a Costa Rican team. Canada beats Costa Rica, so on and so forth. Sadly, Guatemala is not in the World Cup qualifying hex, so this would be the last thing that could fit that run. Because Saprissa choked and Alajuelense choked. And Guatemala, well, suffice it to say, they have a project, but they're not good enough to be in the Octo. They're already in the CCL spot, of course. I was just making a notice of something somebody else noticed, you know? I know it doesn't matter, but speaking of Hamilton, they will face the USA at Tim Hortons Field. Canada versus USA at Tim Hortons Field in January. By the way, just so you know. Which I'm totally okay with that. I would love it. Tim Hortons Field deserves the shine it gets, so we'll see that. What's up, brother? Who will win for you? I say Forge. I say Forge wins 2-0 or 3-1. They'll dominate the game. I think they win at home. They score goals at Tim Hortons Field. I think they pretty much wrap this up. Pretty much. Of course, anything can happen. Look at the Santos de Guapolis tie. But Forge wins at home. I think they do. They want this. They're going to fight for it. I think they're better than they were in 2019 and last year when they lost to Olympia on the road, got knocked out in 2019, and lost to Marathon in the play-in round. I think they're better. I think Forge are better. They're set up for this. Motagua's a good team, don't get me wrong, but Forge is set up for this. This is at home. I think they're going to get done what they need to make the away leg as easy as it could be, but it not be totally over. But all you got to do is score an away goal, and it's pretty much done and dusted. I think that's what they're going to do. So we'll see how that goes, but I think that's the way it's going to go. Even without Akinyoti Janssen, Maxime Tissot was pretty good. What do you know about Motagua? Which is the best player for Motagua? Motagua is a very strong team, one of the biggest teams in Honduras. I'd say their best player is Kevin Lopez and Gonzalo Klusner. I'd say those are their two best players. Kevin Lopez has scored many goals in the CONCACAF League over the past 2 years. He's a very big player. He is a very clutch player. Maybe not in the league per se, but in CONCACAF League, he's very clutch. And Gonzalo Klusner is a great striker, strong player, big body, very good, scores goals, very reliable. That's their two best players in my eyes. And Jonathan Rougier, of course, the goalkeeper. He's the reason they didn't make the Champions League last year because he didn't play in the play-in round, and then they lost on penalties to Real Esteli after letting up that howler. So I do know. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. I know. And they've lined up. Here are the lineups again as follows. For Forge FC, in goal, Tristan Henry, Dominic Samuel, Daniel Crutzen, Kwame Awua, Elaman Cisse, Kyle Becker, Maxime Tissot, Rubens Pashis, Tristan Borges, Joshua Navarro, and Omar Brownie. On the bench, Mo Babuli, Garvin Matusala, David Chouanier, Clyde Chela, and Christopher Nanko. And of course, Bajman is on the bench as a goalkeeper if need be. The referee is Enrique Santander from Mexico. The assistant refs, Enrique Bustos and Jorge Sanchez. Fourth official, Ricardo Montero from Costa Rica. Exactly. Here is the 11 for Motagua. Should show very soon. Here we go. For Motagua, in goal, Jonathan Rougier is the captain. Carlos Melendez, Marcelo Pereira, Gonzalo Klusner, Marco Tulio Vega, Raul Santos, Hector Castellanos, Juan Delgado, Omar Elvir, Diego Oski, and Kevin Lopez for Motagua. What up, Jordan? How we doing? Big ups to you. What do you think about Romel Kyoto? He's from Honduras and plays for CF Montreal. Very good player. Has Toronto's number. Very strong striker. I like Romel Kyoto as a player, even though he plays for Club de Foot Montreal. Very good player. Strong. Sadly, he was injured a lot this year. I would have loved to seen him play more in the Gold Cup and World Cup qualifying. Would have probably done better for Honduras or made Honduras better had he did. But injuries sort of hurt him this year, but he's a very good player. So I like Romel Kyoto, even though he plays on my rival. He's a very good player. I respect him. He owns Toronto. Even when he played for Houston, he did. So he's had a history of being a good striker, and there you go. That's the way I see it. Motagua will kick off this game. They are in their black and gold jerseys. Forge in their orange. And here we go. Kickoff. Here we go. Forge versus Motagua. Leg 1 of the CONCACAF League semifinal. Semifinales de la Liga CONCACAF de Scotiabank. Here we go. Aida. Semifinales. Here we go. Ball pass forward to Motagua. Or Forge passes the ball. It falls to Motagua. And here they go. They get the ball back. Goes out for a throw-in in the 30th second for Motagua. Forge sort of trying to understand the pace here. Motagua is the best team they've faced so far, at least by historical standards. And players, they're very close to Santos Teguapolis, but we got to see their style as well. Can the absence of Alexander Akinyote Janssen hurt Forge? We will see. We are a minute in of 90. 90 plus, of course. Josh Navarro tries to defend. Ball gets played. Forward out for another throw-in. Cleared out by Crutzen. Looks like a Forge throw-in. Kwame Awuah to take. Goes forward. Josh Navarro on the ball, trying to get it to Ford. And I thought he was going past to Kyle Becker. He does not, but Ford still on it. That was Pashis. He could not get it fully through, but a good pass by Pashis to put it into a danger area. Samuel plays forward. Here he could go. There goes Borges. That's Tiso. Tiso pass to Cisse. Brownie. Omar Brownie passes back to Dominic Samuel. Back to Tristan Henry in the second minute. Here we go. I will cheer on the Canadian teams because it helps out the national team. Don't have a club officially supporting the CPL. Support Forge. You won't regret it. And Pashis puts it to Becker. Becker, the captain, on the ball, plays it back to Dominic Samuel. Plays to Borges. There's Tristan Borges. Back. Borges had it played back. Here's Dominic Samuel in the third minute. Daniel Crutzen to Dominic Samuel. It looks like Forge is getting stretched a little bit, but I think they'll find their way. Kyle Becker, can he get in through? No! Rougier picks up the ball. Rougier was on the ball. He picks it up, and it's a goal kick in the third minute for Motagua. But Forge is starting to find their footing. They have been stretched a little bit, but I think they figured it out. Here's Josh Navarro. Josh Navarro plays forward for Pashis. Pashis, ball pushed out. Here's a throw-in. Exactly. Pashis throws it, or Awuah throws it into Pashis. Pashis plays it back to Cisse. Here comes Elamon Cisse. Plays it through. Doesn't get fully out. Here's Cisse. No foul. Cisse still has the ball for Forge. Plays it back. Can it get crossed in by Borges? Will he? Nope. Cleared out. And here's Forge on the defensive. Motagua on the counter, but they have snuffed it out. It is still in the defensive zone of Forge, or defensive zone of Motagua, where Forge is attacking. Fourth minute, 0-0. 0-0. Never took it that way. Never took it that way. Headed forward by Awuah. Brought down by Navarro. Crutzen. Crutzen in the fourth minute. Plays forward. There's Navarro. Josh Navarro on loan from Perez Zeledon in Costa Rica. Plays forward. Pashis almost bodied, but that's good. Right to Omar Brownie. Has two players running. He has Borges. He has Pashis. Can he get it in to the box? And no, ball goes too far. Right to Rougier, fifth minute. Right to Rougier in the fifth minute. Headed forward. Tiso can't get it, but it's right to Dominic Samuel. He could clear it up, and it's right to Motagua. Right to a Motagua player who lunges in to get that return forward. And here is a break from Motagua. Motagua plays it back to center. 12. Santos has it, plays it forward to Lopez. Lopez on the ball, plays it in. And it falls all the way back, almost. 6th minute, 0-0, 0-0. I don't think that'll happen, okay? Bob Bradley's understood that Michael Bradley isn't a favored person as it is. Good stream, have no idea on this league. It's the CONCACAF League. Still very pissed about yesterday. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked, but it was a good game. And, of course, we see a stop in the feed. I have to deal with it once it comes back up. And it's on TV, what's going on here. So let me... Well, we have to deal with it. Nashville didn't play all that well. They still scored 3 goals. And here we go. Ball forward, 6th minute. Here we go. We're at 6:51. Forge defending. Throw in from Motagua, and we're back to where we need to be. Motagua on the ball, plays in. Can they head it forward? Why don't you show the game? It's called I Get a Copyright Strike. Deflected goal. Oh, yeah, the deflected goal. Nashville's going to win the cup. If Nani and Pato played fully, we threw. Goal kick for Tristan Henry. He plays it out. Funny game that Seattle lost to RSL. Yeah, that was funny. Ball played out. Here goes. Plays forward. There we go. And that's out for a throw in from Motagua in the 8th minute. Santos throws in, and they have the ball in the defensive zone. It was passed by Pereira forward. And here we go. 8th minute. That was hilarious. At least Seattle lost. That was deserved. That was funny. And Forge is trying to defend. They're pressing well in the 8th minute, trying to get the ball back, get a goal out of this. It's been half and half so far. 8th minute, 0-0, 0-0. There goes Cisse or Awua to Navarro. Back to Awua. Ball crossed in, cleared out for a corner. Oh, a goal kick. All right. Don't you think Monty Mosen should be on? No. I like Molson. He's not even on the bench, but I don't think he fits a game like this. I seriously don't. Is he still on the roster? I didn't think so, but I didn't even see him play when they rotated twice before the freaking playoffs. Is he even still on the roster? Free kick from Motagua. Maybe he's hurt, but if he is on the roster, good player, but not for this type of game. For rotation, CPL, laid on, but not to start. Not to start. You have your starters. Last year, you could get away with it because you didn't have Brownie. You didn't have Borges. You had Sabak, but even then, Sabak is on the bench now. Sabak is not a starter now. And that's a free kick for Forge in the 10th minute. 0-0, 0-0. I don't think Bobby would start him in a CONCACAF League game, especially now with all these players like Omar Brownie, Borges is back, Welshman's back, so on and so forth. So, Navarro, of course, who's been very good. Awua. There you go. Plays forward. Play it forward. Ooh. And Borges gives it up. Slow to get up. No foul. Or slow to react, I should say. Tissot plays it back. Cisse plays it forward to Becker. Kyle Becker on the ball. Chips it, but Pashis. Oh, he does get to it, but it gets put right in front of the defender. Pashis tried to save that play. That's out for a Forge throw-in. 11th minute. Getting close to the 11th minute. Pacific FC champion. No. Forge is going to go triple or 3 in a row. That's the Rougier goal kick. You'll be happy I had to watch a Tom Brady and a Hertz commercial before you're live. Nice. I really hope that Greg Vanny pans out as our GM and brings in a high talented Cam as your DP. I'm sure he will. Sport HN says Motagua. They're here for Motagua. 11th minute. Just let Henry get to it. Yep, Tristan Henry gets to it, picks it up, goal kick for Henry in the 11th minute. 0-0, 0-0 in the first leg. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Let's get this one going. Super chats are also on. 11-11. And we go. Forge attacking. Puts forward. Oh, nice run. Can they keep it in? Nope, throw in. Navarro couldn't get there first, but there's a throw in for Forge. 11:30, and Awua will take. Kwame Awua will take the throw in. There we go. Pashis. Rubens Pashis plays back to the defensive end. Samuel. Crutzen. Samuel. Looks like he's trying to get himself pressed. No, doesn't matter. And that's a giveaway. Borges hits it right into a Motagua player. Hits it right into the Motagua player, but they get the ball back. Brownie plays it back to Tissot. Tissot plays it to Cisse. In through to Brownie, but that's a throw-in. Did you want Bob Bradley for your new coach? I think he's mediocre. I wanted him. I think that's a good hire. He's a very good coach. He's good at being a GM as well. I trust him. We needed something a general to set us back to where we should be, not being in trouble. As always, we are. Brownie on the ball, runs back, receives it. There's Brownie again. Brownie gets hit and fouled, and they are going to let Motagua take the advantage. 13th minute. Timbers win. That's my prediction. Probably 2-0, 2-1. I see Rapids defending well. I don't think they score many goals. 13th minute, that's out. Brownie is down and hurt. Holding his neck. Got clotheslined. I think he got the wind knocked out of him. This isn't good. You should. It was a good one. You a Forge fan? Yes. Yes, I'm a Forge fan. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Let's get this one going. And they'll definitely be the team I hyper-focus on for Champions League. Because guess what? They choked. They didn't even try. But Brownie's up. He's fine. And he will still play. 14th minute, 0-0. 0-0. Let's get this going. Can Forge find the first goal or will Motagua? It could go either way, frankly. And yes, they do give a drop ball. I thought retroactively they'd give the free kick because he went down. But here's a drop ball. And it's going to go to Motagua. All right. Timbers bringing the turkey and gravy. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. 14th minute. I like it. I like it. Colorado could be a sneaky team in the playoffs even though they got in first. The bye hurts them. I'm telling you. It's not good for them. The bye is not good for them. Tristan Henry plays the ball forward for Forge FC. And here they go. Dominic Samuel to Cisse. Plays it back to Crutzen. Crutzen. 15th minute. Here they go. Plays up the pitch. There's Awuah. Kwame Awuah holds onto the ball. Plays it to Tissot. Tries to get it to Brownie. But he wasn't there. Motagua can break. And that's a good defensive play by Forge. No foul. Here they go forward. Brownie. Bad pass by Omar Brownie. Right to the feet of Motagua. Nasheen says, I'm rooting for Forge because Omar Brownie plays there. Love it. It's not. It's not. It's not. I would be shocked. I mean, I'm sure he can, but you know what I'm saying. 16th minute, and that's a offside free kick. Motagua. Opinion on Pashis' potential. He's a very good player. I think Rubens Pashis has already broken out. He's going to be a great striker. He already is a great striker, but I like Rubens Pashis. Very good player. Yes, yes. I would like to see Pashis be a better striker. I think he could definitely go to MLS or a lower European league from what he's done with Forge. And if he stays and keeps on doing well, especially over the next year, year and a half, 2 years, I think he definitely could go to Europe or MLS and then go from there. I like Pashis. Will it be Montreal? I don't know. I know he played in their academy. I don't know why they let him go because he's very good. I'd say he's better than Mason Toy. I'd say he's better than Bjorn Janssen, honestly. But, yeah. I think that's his name, Bjorn Janssen. He's definitely a better striker than him. They have two strikers that are not better than Pashis. I don't know why they let him go, but better for Forge. Pashis has been low-key key in this run. Any Forge players not on loan leaving in January? Don't think so. Maybe Jakovic is a retirement. That's a foul. Free kick for Motagua. Cisse fouls Oski as he was getting the ball back. I don't think so. Maybe Dejan Jakovic retires, but he barely played. I don't know if he stays, definitely. I think they figured their way out of it. I could see it. I could see it happening. I mean, I wouldn't be mad about it. I'd be wrong about the game, but I wouldn't be. There's nothing emotionally bad about it, but there you go. Yes. I think you could pick it up easily once you get back into it. It's called getting the rust off, but I'm sure they could get back. Here's a free kick from Motagua, 18th minute. 0-0. Can they score off this? Get the early away goal. We'll see. Ball crossed in. Headed away or kicked away by Forge. That is cleared. Falls back from Motagua at center. And that's out for a throw-in for Motagua. That would be true. 2023 would be the last CONCACAF, or 2022 would be the last CONCACAF League. 2023 would have the Central American Cup competition, Caribbean Cup competition, and Leagues Cup. They're not keeping a CONCACAF League as a true secondary competition, where teams who didn't qualify for Champions League or the Cup competitions to qualify for Champions League will not be able to play there, or will be able to play in CONCACAF League. They will not keep that, it seems like. So only next year's CONCACAF League is the last CONCACAF League. But technically, the Central American Cup competition is basically the CONCACAF League, but rebranded and a qualifier for the Champions League as well. So, horrible. That's it. Terrible, horrible. Then what's going to be the secondary competition for Canada? Seems like nothing. Because, of course, Leagues Cup, they're not part of some, so they can't do that. That's a foul, free kick for Forge. Tissot fouled by Klusner. So, as it stands, nothing. Besides the Canadian champion. A Canadian championship qualifies, of course, still. The CPL qualifies 2 teams. But other than that, nothing. CPL teams just play CPL and Can Champ. MLS teams play Leagues Cup, MLS, and Can Champ out of the Canadian teams. What's up, Rapids hater? We're watching this Forge game. But nice to see you, Isaiah. How you doing? That explains a lot. There we go. Glad to help you. Pashis crosses in, chips it, almost. Brownie on the ball. Tries to play it, gets it taken away. Should have taken a shot earlier. 20th minute. Motagua could break, but Forge get it back. No foul. Borges, Becker, Borges, Tristan Borges making the run. Omar Brownie overruns it. He has not been on point since he got clotheslined, frankly. Hell, he hasn't really been on point all night, frankly. But definitely since he got clotheslined. Ball pass back from Motagua. That's Oski. Yep, that's Oski. Shot! Save! Clear. Yep, it'll be cleared. 21st minute. Forge makes it out without allowing a goal. Henry was off his line. Do you do a live commentary while you're at a live game? No, I was on SOP for like 15 minutes while I was at Nashville. But I learned that I probably shouldn't do that because either way, if I'm with Toronto fans, they don't like having their phones out in supporter sections. And if I do it in a neutral section, the fans of the team that I'm rooting against would hate to hear me talk. So I'm not doing it again. I won't even show up for 15 minutes. It is what it is. But you live and you learn. But no, I would not do a live commentary at a live game. Ready for tomorrow's playoff game? Sure am. Got a live for it, so at least I'll be the one-stop shop. Mike should be thanking me for that one, but it is what it is. And I got family here, and I'm still going to do it because I do what I got to do. All right? I'm doing this. Family's here. I'm doing the game tomorrow. Family will be here. somehow I'll still get it done. Trust me. Because I got my stuff done. I get my stuff done. I don't let anything stop me. And that's not shade. It is what it is. Awua. But then again, it's not like I'm on vacation. I'm just here and family actually came up. Spur of the moment, like 3 weeks ago, my mom basically said, I'd love to see you come up. They did, and here we are, but we figured it out. So there you go. Ball crossed in. Header. Missed. Here comes Forge. Can they get the ball back? No. 22nd minute. Still settle. Motagua trying to go forward. Oski plays it forward. Here we go. I'd only do a live at a game if I was getting dragged by the home fans. Yeah. But Mike asked me to do one in Nashville for like 15 minutes, and I said yes, if you remember that. You live and you learn, frankly, and that's cool. You live and you learn, frankly, and that's cool. By the way, 23rd minute. Ah. 23rd minute. No shade, just facts, by the way. No shade, just facts, okay? 23rd minute. But then again, I'm more of a computer whiz anyway. I'd figure it out. I'd probably figure it out if I was on vacation. It is what it is. 24th minute. Or 23rd minute, getting to the 24th. Speaking of getting dragged, you should have seen people when I commented on the Rittenhouse verdict. I don't want to know what you thought about it because I don't want to get into politics, but depends on what you said. Gotta say, Forge have a great sponsor on their jersey. Exactly. We're not getting into politics here, especially that, okay? Especially Rittenhouse. That's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. We're not getting into politics here. Especially that. I walked the line enough. I don't need to talk about that. Did you think the Flounders were playoff pretenders? Honestly, throughout that Real Salt Lake game, it started to make sense. I was like, this ain't a Rui Diaz problem. They're just being pretenders. Their players are injured, so on and so forth. It made sense as time went on. And there you go. Throw in for Forge FC, 25th minute. Navarro to take. I don't think Forge would, but everybody else probably, besides Toronto and Forge, everybody else in Canada would. Yeah. Because we've already seen Montreal get obliterated by them. I think Forge, here's the thing about Forge that doesn't scare me about the Champions League that makes me think they could go somewhat deep. One, the Mexican teams are weak. Second of all, 2 of the 4 MLS teams are sort of weak. New England, we don't know what they'll be. Colorado is Colorado. I think Forge beats Colorado. Seriously, I do. I think Forge beats Colorado. Kansas City, honestly, I could see it too. Honestly, I could see Forge beating Kansas City as well. It depends on Seattle if their players are still hurt. Could happen as well. Only one I'm really not sure about. Honestly, they could beat anybody except Nashville. Nashville, I'd love to go there and see Forge play Nashville, but it definitely wouldn't happen. Corner kick, 26th minute. Sounders almost got beat by the Galaxy. I agree with that, frankly, especially since they were falling down for 6 weeks. Yep. Tigres, hell no. Tigres isn't in the Champions League this year, though. There you go. Pumas, they beat Pumas. Leon, I could see Leon choking to Forge. I could see it happening again. Cruz Azul could be a problem, but I don't think it'd be as bad as Arcaí. They'd be very close. Brownie on the ball. Receives it after the corner. And Brownie gets pushed off the ball. Still pressing. Tisa or Borges. No foul. Becker. Brownie. Awua. Kwame Awua on the ball. Still in. Passes it back to Samuel to reset. Yep, they do. They honestly do. Santos Laguna, I could see Forge beating. I honestly could see Forge. I could honestly see Forge beating any Mexican team this year but Cruz Azul. That would be the problem, honestly. And they have not been very good recently, but Cruz Azul, I definitely think Cruz Azul could exploit the spaces of Forge as well and their offensive play, just like they did Toronto, but definitely Bobby's better than Chris Armas. I'm just saying they could do it again. I think Forge would actually defend their set pieces, but who knows? Brownie, and besides, they could have a new coach by then. Brownie has been awful today. Yeah, for sure. He has. I agree. 27th minute. This is not the Omar Brownie we think of in CONCACAF. 27th minute. Atlas, they're not in the Champions League. That's because they didn't win the 2 Apertura Clausura under Tuca, and then he left. And they've actually been pretty good, but don't forget Haiti team. Haiti's in the second pot. Ball crossed in. Brought down, cleared. Oh, wait, Santos Laguna's in the second pot. They can't get Santos. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Montreal Forge can't get Montreal either, so it's 7 out of 8. Even Pachuca's not made it this year. I've said the teams that have made it. Sad we're going to lose Borges. Man's our star player. Honestly, though, I could see him renegotiating his loan, extending his loan, because honestly, Leuven, OH Leuven doesn't even want to use him, frankly. Honestly, they'll probably get him back and keep him before the Champions League. I would trust that. Brownie could be harder. Navarro, I'm not sure. Borges definitely could just come back. Honestly, they could just buy him back, honestly. I wouldn't be shocked if they did that. I'm watching the game and Forge is playing bad. I think Motagua will score. I wouldn't be shocked. You're right. I agree with you. Pereira puts it forward. I wouldn't be shocked if Motagua scores first. I would not be shocked. I agree with you. Forge has been off of it right now for some reason. This kind of reminds me of the Kai game a couple of months ago in Tim Hortons Field. Forge has not played their best tonight, for sure. There's always a chance. Exactly. And I think it's a pretty safe chance, honestly. It's not just like not going to happen. I think it's pretty safe. Henry puts it forward to Tissot. Awua. Tissot plays it forward. Pashas tries to get there, can't get there. Becker chips it. Navarro. And no, their runs have not been good right now. And Forge just lets them get beat on the ball. Here comes Navarro. Back heels it. Can't get it forward. Headed by Forge. Oh! That's a foul! 30th minute. 0-0, 0-0. That's a foul. They've barely got a chance at goal anyway. They've barely got a chance at goal anyway. Yeah, congratulations, HJU. RSL may be rivals, but they won the game versus Seattle. They outdueled Seattle. They sure did. I'm sure they were, because that was amazing. Love to see Seattle get owned, especially the same way they beat us for the cup. It's fun. It's called Schadenfreude. It's my favorite thing. And that's a foul. Nope. Forge gets to go through. Borges making a run. He could honestly play this anywhere. Becker, cross, and Brownie, header, set. Oh, past the post. Save by Rougier. Or did it just bounce past? Montero isn't dangerous at all. Exactly. He isn't. Opinion on Saskatchewan team in the CPL and also a Vancouver team. They have Vancouver Isle. They have Pacific in Victoria. So that should be fine. Yep. He got a touch to it. So I think, honestly, you have Pacific in that area, but it's very possible Vancouver gets a team and Pacific also owns that team. The owners of Pacific also own that team. Saskatchewan should have a team in the CPL. I don't know how early. I think Quebec should get one first. Saskatchewan should get there. We'll see how that goes, though. I think Saskatchewan should have a team. That's a throw-in. A foul on Brownie. 32nd minute. Best chance of the game, Motagua's keeper saved them a goal. They sure did. He sure did. Rougier saved that. Seriously. Brownie just, yeah, he pulls him back while Navarro gets in. Yeah, that's definitely a foul. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Let's get this one going. Super chats are on as well, if you're so inclined. Do you think Forge has a better level than Motagua and all the teams for Honduras? If Forge is at their highest, like they were against Santos de Guapolis and through the rest of this tournament, I do. I do. Sadly enough, they don't look like they're at their highest level right now. They're playing okay. They're not horrible, but their shot, not there. They've been overrunning passes. They've been overhitting passes. It's not perfectly perfect. And honestly, without Akinyoti, they needed that. Here comes Awua. Navarro. Josh Navarro plays it and cleared for Motagua. Nice foot in. Appreciate it, man. That's awesome. I know I am, but that's awesome to hear it from other people. I am. And I'm better than Gareth Wheeler for sure. And that's a foul, but Motagua gets it back. Advantage. And here they go. Borges trying to defend. Motagua in the 33rd minute. I wouldn't be shocked if they scored before halftime. Ball crossed into the box. Right to Henry. Claims it. Goal kick for Tristan Henry to launch Forge forward. 33rd minute. There they go. Yeah, I've heard. Leon is interested in a team in Quebec. I've heard. I'm watching Club America versus Pumas. I hope my team Club America wins today. I hope they do for you and the fact I don't have to shave. Which MLS team would you compare Forge to? The fact that they've been so successful, I'd say Seattle. And the fact they're so offensively deadly most of the time, I would say Seattle. But they're also the crown jewel of the CPL. So there's also Galaxy. I don't think play style, though. Red Bulls, but a better Red Bulls. Comunicaciones is not as good as Motagua or Santos de Guapolis. We beat them. But play style-wise, a better Red Bulls. This is better than Alexi Lawless doing commentary. I like it. And Borges Tissot's bleeding from the knee. By the way, Tissot was on the Champions League Montreal squad that was in the final in 2015 against America. He was in that squad, by the way. Maxime Tissot's been around for a long time. Also, former Canadian international, got called up for the 2017 Gold Cup, I would say. It's been a while. You can actually pronounce players' names and know things about the sport. I mean, John Strong, doesn't he also do college football as well sometimes for Fox? And I know Rob Stone also does bowling, and I think he also does Big Noon Saturdays for the Big 10 or Big 12. Which conference? Big 10, Big 12, who cares? They're both irrelevant. It's not the SEC. They're irrelevant. It's not the SEC. They're irrelevant. It's not the SEC. Hail State. I know the team Comunicaciones is against a team that was predicted to get knocked out in the first round. And yeah, they only won 1-0 away to Guastatoya. Do you think Sao Paulo will win? Do you think Sao Paulo will win? No. No. Is it Palmeiras and Sao? I thought it was Palmeiras and Flamengo. Or are you talking about Brazil? Wise. They've kind of been underdogs of the tournament. They sure have. But I still think Forge is better. Yes, I do. I still think they pull this off. Whether it's away or home, there's always magic with this team as well. I don't think this is totally a sentence. Oh, that's a bad header. Shot, cross, over the bar, goal kick for Tristan Henry, 34th minute. Ooh. Mastroeni is a very good coach. I think he's better than Juarez. I think he's better than Freddie Juarez. They should just keep him, frankly. He's better than Petke. He's better than Juarez. Keep him, frankly. After he's done this, you can't just get rid of him. What, you want to get freaking Javier Perez? I like Javier Perez, but Mastroeni for RSL is better than Javier Perez. I'd love to see Javier Perez get an opportunity elsewhere or stay the academy director for TFC. But either way, Juarez was always bad. No way. There would not. Forge would not beat Boca Juniors. There is no way in hell. That is not happening. I'll admit that. That's not happening. Not now, at least. Not in the next 5 years. Maybe 10, 15. Maybe by the time I'm like 45, but definitely not now or in the next 5 years. Especially if they go down to Argentina, they would get their stuff rocked, probably. Honestly, us taking out the favorites of the tournament was the best moment in Forge history. Well, at that point, it was Santos de Guapiles, but we didn't take out Saprissa. Next coach for RSL is Landon Donovan. Landon Donovan. He should coach the Earthquakes. RSL. Landon Donovan. RSL. Are you sure? I didn't, but I believe in Forge. They don't let me down, frankly. Hey, I'd take Forge winning the CCL. I wouldn't be shocked. I could see him doing it. I wouldn't be shocked. I could see Forge doing it. Coach Bobby has miracles in his hands, up his sleeves. Coach Bobby has miracles up his sleeves. He'll find a way. I trust Coach Bobby. Hell, he should be the manager. If they couldn't get Bob Bradley, I would totally take Smirniotis at TFC. I trust him. I would trust him, like, seriously. If it was like, pick a coach. If they win, your life is saved. If they lose, you die. I'd pick Bobby Smirniotis to coach that team. I would pick Bobby Smirniotis to coach that team. I trust him with my life. I trust him with my life. I trust him with anything, frankly. But you got it? 39th minute, Forge FC, 0-0, settle. You get my point. I know Bob Bradley already signed with TFC. I'm just saying if we couldn't get him, I'd want Smirniotis. I trust him wholeheartedly. I'm not shocked Bradley coaches TFC. I'm not shocked. 39th minute, 0-0, settle. Forge. Defending, Motagua gets the ball. It gets cleared. Foul, free kick for Forge FC. Crutzen is down, holding his knee. He's definitely going to have to get replaced by Matusala, isn't he? That's not good. I mean, Samuel Matusala is fine, but I'd rather have Crutzen and Matusala. And Matusala's a good center back. I'd love for Toronto to sign him. Boring match, to be honest. Honestly, it is. But as long as they're still in it for the second leg, I trust Forge. They'll find a way. And they always find a way on the road as well. So, they're not out yet. Crutzen is down. I wouldn't hate Matusala coming in, but I think he's better with Crutzen instead of Samuel. But Crutzen's a good center. Not Crutzen. Crutzen is a good center back, but Matusala is a good center back. I like Garvin Matusala. Reminds me of a younger Chris Mavinga. He really does. So, with that being said, he really does, though. Am I wrong? Like, the way he plays just reminds me with a little bit safer as well, because Mavinga has had his times of doing brain dead stuff. Is he still down? Yes, they brought out the stretcher. Some brain dead stuff. Forge will go to Honduras, and I don't think it'll be easy because they have bad fields. I know it's a bad field, but Forge played on bad fields as well. They played in a converted baseball stadium in Panama. They played on turf in Costa Rica, and they scored at least one goal. They played in Cuscatlan against FAS. They've played in Cuscatlan before. They played in Tegucigalpa before. This isn't different, okay? And Crutzen is off. Looks like it will be Matusala, 41st minute. Stretcher not looking good whenever the stretcher is out, and they're holding him up. He's done, and he's probably done for the season as well. The two CONCACAF League, this next game, the CPL final, and possibly the CONCACAF League final, I don't think he comes back for any of that. I think he's done for the season, Crutzen. That did not look good, and I'm not a doctor, but that didn't look good. Can you guys take Daniel Steres from us, please? I wouldn't hate it. I'd take him. Whether it's Forge or Toronto, I'd take him. Especially Toronto. And Motagua, Gets the ball, goes forward. Cisse, cleared by Becker. Pashis heads forward. Becker plays it up for Brownie. Can't get it to Brownie, and he gives it away to Motagua, and here they go. Samuel clears, and that's out for a throw-in. 42nd minute. Get the sub. Osorio's likely leaving. I wouldn't be shocked. Definitely 6 months, yeah. I wouldn't be shocked if Osorio leaves to Europe. I wouldn't be, and it's going to be a sad day because Osorio is one of my favorite players. Just to see him gone would suck. Are Forge playing down a man? Where's the substitution? They're trying to get him warmed up, I guess. Matusala from TFC, yes. Ryan got cursed by my NFL picks last week, picking the Cowboys. I thought they're better than the Chiefs. Caulfield finally scored. Cool. Good for you. Shot. Cross. Header. Clear. Oh, that's going to be a goal. Goal! Goal! Motagua. Lopez. Kevin Lopez scores again. Bad defensive play. You saw that coming. That's a goal from Motagua. Goal de Motagua. 1-0. 1-0. 43rd minute. Forge is going to have to come back. But honestly, that's something they haven't not done before. He essentially confirmed it on Twitter. Where do you think Josie Altidore is going? I honestly don't know. Frankly, who wants him? Lopez keeps the ball, roofs it. And that's a fail. I said I could see it. I said I could see them scoring the first goal. And it happened because we were down a man. We haven't made the sub, and they made a mistake. And 44th minute, Kevin Lopez scores again. Mo Babuli will be coming in for Forge FC. Oh, really? Okay. Now we have to score 2 goals. I think they will. I trust them still. Mo Babuli's coming on. I trust him. And here we go. Mo Babuli is on for Daniel Crutzen. They have made that sub. I guess they're going to push Cisse back or Tissot back and go with it. Out for a free kick. 44th minute. They will score the second, remember. Here comes Forge. No foul. Another free kick. 45th minute. Can Forge score right before the half? Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Yellow card to Kevin Lopez as well. Not shocking, of course. If we got a second away goal allowed, I don't see us coming back. I don't think that's going to happen. It'll either be 1-1 or 2-1. I trust Forge. I still do. I trust Forge. I still do. Kevin Lopez. Ball played up. Headed down. Navarro. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Babuli. Playing center, attacking mid. Maybe it helps. Navarro. But definitely doesn't get to Forge. But here they go. Babuli tries to get in. He doesn't get it. Motagua on the run. Can they score in extra time? Can they score in stoppage time? Foul, free kick. No, Ryan, he'll get commentator's curse. Watch. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of a commentator's curse. Why would I be scared of that? Oski. Cisse fouled him. 46th minute. Diego Oski. Kevin Lopez is on fire. He'll go to MLS. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see him in Toronto. Looks like you play outside back. We definitely need 2 of those. Commenter's curse only happens in FIFA. We look horrid. They do, but I do think Bobby Smirniotis will light a fire under there. You know what's in the second or in halftime. I trust him. Header. Clear the ball. Cleared. He was right there. If that's a handball, I swear. Oh, no VAR, though. That's cool. Yeah, right. 47th minute. No VAR. Thank God. Yeah, because if there was VAR, we get screwed. There we go. Babuli. on the ball, plays forward in the 47th minute. They look horrid, but, oh, that's a bad giveaway. Oh, no. Given away by Cisse. That's out for a throw-in. 47th minute. Is Forge in FIFA? No. Sadly, no. The CPL's not in FIFA. You could create them because they have Create a Club now, and I would do it. But, well, I mean, it's Utah. Of course they would. It's Utah. Of course they would. Ball played back from Motagua. They still on the ball. 47th minute. 49. Right? No, that's 5. That's 4 minutes. So 48th minute is when this 45, 46, 46, 47, 47, 48. We're very close to the second or halftime, which isn't bad per se. Seconds away from halftime, there's a throw in for Forge. Just don't give something up right at the half. Don't. Babuli plays on to Awua to Navarro. No, he plays it in center. Shot. Shoot. And he plays it back. Babuli. Shot over the bar. That should do it for the half. And it will, most likely. It's official. Chicago Fire finds new coach Ezra Hendrickson. Your opinion? Good coach. Would be good to rebuild for Chicago Fire. I would trust him if I'm a Fire fan. Very good assistant coach. Go with it. Halftime, 1-0, 1-0 for Motagua. We will sit tight, talk about the stats at the half. And short break, sit tight, stats at the half, all that. Kevin Lopez in the 43rd minute. And that's where we sit. 1-0, 1-0 Motagua on aggregate and on the night. Forge has to find at least one goal or two and not allow another. What do you think the coach will have to do in the second half to change players? I would say definitely take off Brownie for, well, he already put on Chouanier. Brownie for Chouanier. Matusala needs to come on. Nanko would probably be good. Clyde Chela, I really don't want that. You need Matusala and Chouanier and Nanko. They need to put them in. They need Matusala on the defense. They need Chouanier to replace Brownie. And Nanko, put him in for Awua if need be. I don't think Awua has been great. Honestly, I don't think Cisse's been great either, but nobody's really been great for Forge. I'll blame the rest for allowing play to continue. Yeah, that's CONCACAF. There you go. Sit tight. I'll be back. We'll be back with the stats. Sit tight. And we are back for the second half, or for the stats before we get to the half, and then talk about them. There we go. So, shots 1 to 4, none on target for Forge, 3 on target for Motagua, 0 assists to 1, 10 steals to 13, 5 fouls to 5. 49% possession to 51% possession, 1 offside to 2, 3 corners to nothing, 160 correct passes to 155, 19 incorrect passes to 31, 179 passes to 186, 89% pass accuracy to 83% pass accuracy. Then you have 0 yellows to 1, no reds on either side. Kevin Lopez, of course, scored the goal for Motagua. So at the half, for me, it's been a bad, definitely, honestly. Forge does not look good at all, honestly. They've looked absolutely trash tonight. If they get out of this 1-0 loss, frankly, if they don't change anything at the half, I would be shocked. And I'd be happy with it, honestly. It means it's not over yet, but I would definitely be... With Forge, it's never over until it's over, but Crutzen getting hurt didn't help. Being down a man on the goal they allowed didn't help. Motagua's been outmatching them, honestly. Forge has not been quick to the second ball. They've not been quick to passes. They've overhit passes. They underhit passes. They've not rushed to passes, rushed to loose balls, losing duels. It's absolutely horrible. In our last 4 matches, aside from York, we've looked poor. They have. They have. Besides the York playoff game, they've looked poor. They seriously have. You're right. And this is honestly, you'd think they'd kick into high gear because this is a knockout game, and they did against York, and their players are back that were hurt during that game, and the players that they rested, so maybe resting those players during the end of the regular season wasn't the best idea either. After they clinched first, which, there you go. But this Forge may not be the same exact Forge that we've been watching for the past couple of months over there. How much YouTube pay for videos? For me, when it comes to regular videos, it's about every 100 views, I get $1, honestly. And then when it comes to super chats or live streams, that could at least be $3. And then super chats make it higher, of course. By the way, they're on. I honestly would be $2 now, especially without Crutzen. But I definitely make, overall, with all the videos I make, I do make a good bit of ad revenue. I can't say how much I've made overall because they're going to come after me. You can't do that. But, like, just videos instead, you know. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. But I've made a good bit of ad revenue and super chat revenue. And I'm definitely going to start memberships on here instead of Patreon because it'll be lower. It'll be easier and all that. So, next year, definitely. We'll do that. But with that being said, lower tiers, I'll figure it out. I'll have some good emojis. I'll figure out how to do that. And there we go. Honestly, I'm probably going to make my Patreon persona non grata. Not that I would delete it, but it's probably easier to just do memberships on YouTube anyway once you're monetized, frankly. It is what it is. But that's my answer. But next year, I'm going to start that membership thing. I have a page on Facebook, and I have 1,500 likes and 400 subscriptions on YouTube. Nice. Keep grinding, and you'll get higher. Nice, nice. But we're doing pretty good here on this video, so there you go. Probably what, 150? 363. You gotta be kidding me. 519 views. You gotta be kidding me. On my live stream, really? It hasn't looked like there's been many people just like there watching. Okay, cool, nice. Sometimes you see things that are shocking. It's shocking-ish. There you go. I like it though, don't get me wrong. And there we go. We'll sit tight. Just had to check that. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Let's get this one going. If you're here. I got a pretty viral tweet now, by the way, just so you know. Like the... Did I like that? Ah, yes. We'll see how that goes. There we go. And there we go. We'll sit tight after that. Second half about to start. I think they've hid the dislike counter. I think they finally hid the dislike counter. Unless it's on studio. They finally did it. They finally did it. By the way, let's talk about that. Why hide the dislikes? I know there are people that would dislike bomb things, but if your videos actually you're using it for constructive criticism and like where you've missed and where you haven't, and I barely get any dislikes, by the way, unless it's like a really popular video, then of course it's going to come. But why do they take away the dislike counter? It makes no sense. Most people, like, of course, there's dislike bots and things people want to like mass dislike for situations. But I don't think that would ever be me. Besides, I'd use it for the fact, oh, people didn't really like how this video went, or they don't like this moment, or so on and so forth. So it is what it is. I just don't get. But of course, you could also see that in studio. But I also want people to be able to like, hey, this video has X likes and X dislikes. Should I watch it? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. That's the stupidest thing I have ever seen YouTube take away. Now, they've done stupid stuff. But even when the founder of YouTube re-edits his video description to come at you for it, taking it away, you know you screwed up. Like, let's be honest. You know you screwed up. Google, I just want, honestly, for me, if like YouTube had a choice to where you could have your own layout, I think it's a corporation. Yeah, Google's a corporation who owns YouTube. Right. But I would love to see YouTube be done this way. It looks like they have not changed anything. They have brought out the same team for the second half, Forge. Ugh. Like, I'd love to see the way they should do this is I'd love to see YouTube let you choose the display you want. Like, I'd love to still have the 2007, 2008 display. Speaking of which, Ryan, did you saw Mike post on his TikTok? What do you think? I didn't see it because he doesn't follow me and I don't follow him. Tell him to follow me and I'll see it. Bobby probably gave them shit. Yeah, he did. It's Bobby Smyrniotis. What do you think he did? If there's one thing Bobby Smyrniotis would do is give his team a lot of fire under their ass at halftime. That's why I still trust them. If they come out firing, I'm not worried. Oh, it looks like they will make a sub. Or is that just somebody getting treatment? It looks like Brownie was just getting treatment. Okay. But I'm sure Bobby Smyrniotis did. Of course he would. Of course he would. Forge will kick off for the second half. If they come out firing, I would trust them. If they don't come out firing and if they don't make a sub that would change it, I'd be worried. But here we go. Second half. Forge kicks off. Will they look better? They're down 1-0. Can they at least win the match on the night? 2-1 or 3-1. Just not allow a second goal, frankly. No second allowed goal from Forge. Just don't allow a second. That's definitely something I would say. Awua still on. Not another injury. I mean, Brownie already got hurt earlier on. He got clotheslined, but they were looking at his leg. So maybe that answers something. Actually, Ryan, I really saw it, but it's embarrassing my mic when Allison showed us or shows us. Honestly, it's a continuation of the fun that happened last night. The live stream, of course. That was it. That was funny, actually. That RSL Seattle live stream was funny. It really was. Shot saved by Rougier. Like, that was a funny live stream. Seriously. That Seattle RSL live stream that he did, funny. I enjoyed it. Big up 1-1. Nice to see you. Big up. Big up. Your accent is funny. I was born in Mississippi. I'm from the South. I'm a redneck. Who's on top? 1-0 Motagua. Not going to lie, I'm worried about the Pacific game. I'm starting to get worried about it too. But if we lose, we know we're going to win the CONCACAF League because it's called the Champions Curse. We're going to come back against... Wait, no. No, the second leg against Motagua is before the CPL final. And then the first leg of the finals, the 2 days or 3 days after. $5, £5 super chat from 1-1. We love to see it. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. I love it. Big up. Big up. Love it. Let's go. That's a Thanksgiving surprise. Well, I'm talking to Canadians, and well, American Thanksgiving's tomorrow. But if you celebrate American Thanksgiving, that's a Thanksgiving surprise. If you support Canadian Thanksgiving, it's just another old Thursday with some football, whether it's soccer or American football. For me, whenever I move to Canada, it'll just be Egg Bowl Day. That's okay, bro. Do you live in Canada? If not, why do you cheer for Forge? So here's the story. I was born in Mississippi. I live near St. Louis. I moved here when I was 4. I want to move to Canada. Okay, I want to move to Toronto. When I was 4, I started rooting for the Blue Jays because I enjoyed watching Roy Halladay. And I enjoyed watching him play for the Blue Jays. I thought he was a great pitcher. All that. There you go. All that. And then every other Toronto team came for me. And I picked every other Toronto team. And then Toronto FC got announced. I started rooting for them. I rooted for Canada. I basically chose what I wanted to root for, frankly. And then Forge gets announced, and the CPL gets announced, and Forge gets announced. They have Mobabu, they have Kyle Becker, and I like the way Forge is playing. I actually sort of was flipping. I was not flipping between Forge and York, but I made the decision between them, and I enjoyed watching Forge more. And besides, I didn't like Ryan Telfer. I hated that TFC fans were calling him the answer because he was not. But enough about that. So I chose Forge by the way they play, the enjoyable style. And then they got in CONCACAF League, and that pretty much sealed it. So I've wanted Forge since day one. I've watched them since day one. I honestly chose them around the CONCACAF League 2019, but it was either them or York. Do you support USMNT or Canada? Canada. I support Canada. I don't support the USA. I do have a USA jersey to wear for coverage if they're not playing Canada, but I don't support the USMNT or women's national team. I don't. I do not. Hold up. Even though I'm a proud redneck and I'm proud that I'm from the South, I'm proud I'm from Mississippi, I don't feel American because I just don't feel like I'm American, you know? I don't feel that. I feel like Canada fits me more. And there are Canadian rednecks. Like, especially, I've wanted to move to Canada for a while, even before I graduated high school. But I definitely like to see that there was a Canadian country scene. And I'm like, there's a Canadian country band from Ontario called the Wreck Laws. Oh, that's nice. And then I saw Culture Wall. And then Wow. Quick question. This isn't political, but do you not like the USA? I just don't feel wholeheartedly American. It's not political at all. If it was political, I would stay here. frankly, because I think I'm a libertarian. I think Canada's a little bit too liberal for my liking, but that's one thing that I'm not really. I'm a libertarian, but if it was political, I'd stay here, frankly. It's not political. I could get behind whatever's like I could get behind, even though it's not my cup of tea, frankly. I'm a libertarian. It is what it is. They are a lot more open and a lot more inclusive as well. But this is not political at all. Because if it was political, I'd stay here, frankly. Ball crossed in. Borges, shot, goal. Oh, hits the post. Damn it. And it's missed. Navarro was right there. Do you do live streams often? During the MLS season, honestly, like at least 2 or 3 a week. In the off season, no. But during watch-alongs, I still think I'll do it next year up until the World Cup, and we'll reevaluate there. Of course, because fans are coming back and all that. But for next year, at least during the season, like 2 or 3 a week, if not more, depending if I keep this StreamYard upgrade and so on and so forth. 2 or 3 a week at least, especially during the Champions League and all that. I mean, $25 a month isn't the worst. 52nd minute, 1-0 Motagua, 1-0. But off season, if I keep this, I'll definitely do something during the off season, whether it's interviews or some sort of analytic-based show about like MLS, talking about the past season, talking about future trends. It is what it is. Future trends. Exactly. Brother BKL understands. Ball over the top. Pashis. Bring down to Borges. Borges can't keep it, though, and it rolls for Motagua. 53rd minute. Real Salt Lake, thank you so much. Yeah, I agree with that. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? My family, some of my family's here, will eat. I'll be doing the Colorado-Portland live in the living room. Like that. I don't know if they'll be up there, but we've looked better this half, not going to lie. I agree. I definitely agree. They should have scored a goal, too. It should be 1-1 right now, but hey, that was a bad post. Kind of like Peruzza. I don't want to talk about it. As you can tell, I'm a Toronto FC fan. I just said it. Just like Peruzza's post in the CONCACAF, not the CONCACAF Canadian Championship. I still think Forge will, but this first half has sort of made me worried. And the fact that Daniel Crutzen is hurt, I could see Pacific beating Forge, even though it's Tim Hortons field. I could see it happening. I wouldn't be shocked, but Navarro also missed a sitter. Yeah, he hit the post. Why didn't you choose RSL in the last first round? As I said, the only way RSL could win is if something mad happened. Something mad happened last night. I didn't think Seattle were like that much of frauds, and I didn't think their players were that injured. I thought Rui Diaz would come on and be like, he'll score a goal. He didn't. Right back. I'm going to throw rocks at Ryan Anderson's window, and I'll throw them straight back. Why is Tim Hortons field so empty? I honestly don't know. Construction? I know construction's bad in the GTA. I know that for sure. Just like Illinois, honestly. The road construction is absolutely horrible, but we're not going to talk about that. Ouch. I'll throw them right back. It could be midweek, but Forge is supported very well, so I'm shocked, honestly, that it would be like this. You'd think everybody would be there for a cup semifinal at home midweek. You'd think they would be. I'm shocked it's this bad. Forge have no fans. They've had great attendance before. And I think there's no limits on attendance now, isn't there? 55th minute, 1-0, 1-0. So it is what it is. You pick good teams. I do pick good teams until they... No, I don't. Toronto was good for like 5 years, since 2015 up until this year, so about 6 years. Now he just thinks the CPL is a pub league. He just hates the CPL because he thinks it's a pub league. That's what it is. He doesn't like Motagua. He just wants Forge to lose. He just wants the CPL to lose. He thinks it's a pub league. No limits. It's a tad cold, though. I'd be out there. If I was up there, I'd be out there. Maybe a little bit of Long John's on. I don't know. Now, is Montreal the GOAT? They're still not a good team. They just won the Canadian Championship. They're an okay team at best. And besides, they're going to lose Jordy Mihailovic this winter to Bologna. He's training with them. He's gone. We know Mihailovic is gone. Babuli plays forward. Cross in. Can't get it. Rougier's right there. Borges couldn't get it in. No, he just thinks it's just a pub league. He just thinks it's pub league. Montreal the GOAT, better than TFC. There's a hole in Quebec that they call Montreal. Go to hell, Montreal. Go to hell. You're welcome. I'll still do that even though we lost. There's a hole in Quebec that they call Montreal. Go to hell, Montreal. Go to hell. Throw in from Motagua. And I can damn well guarantee you my future kids are going to learn that song by 2 years old. Yeah, but it's not as bad as he says it is either. Forge. It's not a pub league. It is a development league, but it's not a pub league. And Forge is one of the best teams in it, and they've been beating Central American teams. So what does that make Central America? If the CPL is such a pub league and Forge has no right to beat these teams, but they do, what does that make Forge? 2 to 4 years within that time frame. But as I said, my kids will know that Go to Hell Montreal song, Go to Hell by 2 years old. If they don't, I would be scared. I feel like they would whoosh me or whatever and not even like soccer or football, or they would just root for somebody else. That's why we need Bob Bradley. That's why we need Bob Bradley to get this right, okay? If he doesn't, what? 3 or 4 years to get it, 3, 4, 5, 6 years to get it right. I trust him. Central America mostly develop good players to go to other leagues. Exactly. Just like the CPL does. But if the CPL is a pub league and Forge is beating these Central American teams, how are they a pub league? Explain to me how that works, because it doesn't make sense to me. And I'm pretty rational. It doesn't make sense to me. I honestly expected Montreal to win, not going to lie. Honestly, I did too. Especially after we were starting Dom Dwyer. And then Pozuelo got hurt in the 15th minute. I'm like, this is over. If we somehow get this out of penalties or a 1-0 win, I'd be happy. I knew it was over after Pozuelo. Definitely knew it was over after he got knocked out by injury. I definitely knew it was over then. And then they held on, except for one goal by Ramel Kyoto, of course. There you go. Osorio's your only good player, to be honest. No, Larea, Pozuelo, especially when he's not hurt and he's over his mental block and familial problems. Schaffelberg, Achara, right now, who I think will stay. I hope you're happy. I'm honestly not. I'm happy with how I'm doing, but my team's not really exactly right now. But give me the Egg Bowl on Thursday. Give me that tomorrow and have Mississippi State win the Golden Egg. See, there it comes in. Marshall Ruddy needs a chance. Exactly. There we go. I agree. Marshall Ruddy's good too. And he will stay. I trust. Prizo. Don't forget about Ralph Prizo. He's good. I still think Mavinga has quality, so to speak. But if we have to replace him, just get Metusala. Basically, I wish there was just trades in football, because I'd love to trade Forge Mavinga for Metusala. That would basically be easy. They get a player who's basically been there, and we get a good defender. They don't really have to change their style of play. Your previous manager never played him for some reason because he was trying to keep the job when he knew he wouldn't. Corner kick, 61st minute for Forge FC. This will be Borges. Tristan Borges. Ball crossed in. Like there's transfers, but there's not trades. Well, between leagues, of course. There are MLS trades, but that's the only league that actually, well, a CPL has trades too, but CPL to CPL. I'd love to see a CPL to MLS trade. I wouldn't be shocked. Motagua shot, saved by Henry. I mean, he's been very pessimistic about the national team as well. But I've been, honestly, probably over-optimistic, but it's worked out for me so far, so there you go. But they've actually proved it's not really optimistic. I think that may have been 1-1. I think I did give him a wrench. It may have been him. Don't do a your mom joke like Muscle Man. Don't do it. That's probably what did it. CPL does transfers, but basically trades. Can't wait to beat the USMNT. Oh, they sure will. Don't worry. Promising doesn't win games. If you give them a chance, maybe it will. Besides, what do you have to lose? We suck. Or we have sucked this year. We suck this year. I knew it. I told him exactly what got him. Don't worry. Don't do your mom joke. With that being said, 62nd minute. We got Motagua up the pitch. Rougier clears it. Borges. Get it, Cisse. Where is the freaking substitutions? Oh, Motagua's going to make one, though. We could get worse. I don't think so. I trust Bob Bradley to make it to... Do I have a Discord? Yes. It's not really great, but it's good enough where my videos are there and all that. I'll send you... I should probably put the link on my YouTube, but I'll put it in my, a community page. Cisse gets a yellow card. Moreira's going to come on for Klusner. I sell propane and propane accessories. So I'll put that on the community tab. I'll go ahead and do that. Whether it's later tonight or the next couple of days, I'll do it. Klusner for Moreira, 64th minute, 1-0. Man, if Forge loses to a goal being down a man for a couple of minutes and they don't do anything else, goal, ball crossed in, header, goal, goal. He was right. 64th minute. That's a header goal for Motagua. 2-0 against Forge. Tristan Henry has to pull it out of the back of the net, and that's going to probably do it. Off the free kick. Header off the free kick. Damn. And he's onside, too. Becker misses the header. Sadly enough, that'll probably do it. Well, there we go. That's it. Motagua goal. We're out now, likely. Probably goalkeeper mistake. And that's Pereira who scored. That is Marcelo Pereira who scored. '65th minute. Well, there you go. 3 goals are needed now. Yep, sadly enough. But if we could at least get 1 here, maybe 2, and then get the rest in Honduras, that would be great. But sadly enough, damn. What's the chances of this being turned around? Seems like very unlikely, but then again, nothing's over with Forge until it's over. Over 2 legs, possible. Tonight, definitely not. 2 away goals. You at least want 1 for Forge. I'm dying laughing. Hopefully it's not at me. Not looking likely. Motagua is very good. Yep. They're definitely playing us way better than Santos de Guapolis did, frankly. And Forge would at least need a 2-0 result. At least need a 2-0 result in Honduras, even if they won 1-2. Sadly enough. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. It's probably over. Read our game plan perfectly. Exactly. Sometimes you just lose. Sometimes it never goes your way. David Chouanier is coming on. David Chouanier for Tristan Borges. Not Brownie, Borges. Okay, all right. That's not a good idea. I mean, Borges hadn't been great either, but okay. Chouanier for Borges. Yeah. 67th minute. And they get him off the near side. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. Yeah. Here's another free kick from Motagua. If they score third, it's definitely over. They've played very well over the CONCACAF League. You can't get totally mad about it. Sad. Sometimes it happens like this. Why sub off Borges? He's been our best player today. I mean, I don't think he's looked very great, honestly. I think it's probably Becker or Navarro for me, but sure. For me, our best player's honestly been Becker or Navarro, but it's definitely not been Brownie. I still think Brownie should have been the one to come off here, but he's definitely nursing an injury. I don't know why you don't take him off, but you play to win the game. You don't play to just play it. Start telling me that it doesn't matter. Then get out. Retire. What's that? Playoffs? Playoffs? Who we thought they were. They are who we thought they were. Navarro has been better than Becker. I agree. I was going to say Navarro, but Becker's had his moments, sort of. And honestly, it should be 1-2 right now, but frankly, there you go. Ball played down. Play it in. Come on. You still have a chance here. If they take off Navarro for Nanko, I'm going to be pissed because that's definitely something they probably think about doing. That's out, and that's going to be a break for Morera. So I guess I'll wear a suit for the CONCACAF League second leg final. Great. Cool. Forge bro. Sad. Yep. Becker was part of the second goal. He missed the header. He did. But he's not 6 feet tall. Like, I'm not shocked he missed the header. Forge have looked outplayed. They sure have. It's not over till it's over, but it's almost over, you know, and especially since this is at home. You know who else is better than Becker? Bye, Forge. Ryan, kneel a knee for me. I don't know. Yes, my crypto's going up, frankly. Henry's also a big reason we screwed that up. He's been poor today, definitely. Honestly, everybody's been poor, for sure. This is not the Forge that we expected. This is just a absolute clown show. This is like people were imposters, and they're in Forge's players' bodies, and they're not really the players. 70th minute. I knew that was coming, but I'm not going to block you for that. My mom. Brownie, ball played in, headed away by Motagua. They can't buy a goal to save their life either. So, MLS Cup final. I'll either be wearing a Nashville jersey, a Patriots jersey, or a random shirt. A green shirt. Either way. Honestly, if it's not the Revolution or Nashville, I'll probably just wear a suit anyway for the MLS Cup final too, because Probably meant to be this way anyway. Brownie gives it up. Cisse can't get there. Pub League versus Real League. What did you expect? I don't know. I don't know what he was doing. Forge has not been themselves tonight. Not at all. They've not been themselves tonight. Pub League versus Real League. What did you expect? I guess Honduras is a better league than everything else. Sub Brownie off. They should have already. They shouldn't have subbed Borges off. They should have subbed Brownie off, and I agree with that. I'll send you a Jack Price jersey to wear. You're not making MLS Cup! But I'll gladly take one for my collection. I will gladly take one for my collection, at least for a week. I don't know if I'm renting it or not. I'll send it back if it's for rent, but I don't know. If I'm renting it, I'll send it back. I don't know what you're saying, but well, actually, no. Give me a Steven Betashore jersey. If you're going to do it, give me a Steven Betashore jersey. Hey, if you're going to send me a Colorado Rapids jersey, if you're going to make the Cup final, send me a Betashore or more jersey, okay? They played for Toronto. I still like Drew Moore. I still like Steven Betashore. And now I'm saying it, unless that's what you have and you're making me just rent it and me send it back. But if you're just sending one. But enough about that. I do accept fan mail. Enough about that. 72nd minute. I knew Pacific would beat Calvary. Let's be honest, Pacific is good. Pacific is a very good team. I respect Pamuruka. Hola, Honduras Football TV. Nice to see you here. What do you want to say to me? Because you were right about Motagua. They were a lot harder than I thought. There you go. And Forge is looking dead in the water. They have a chance, but they're looking dead in the water. Respect to Forge. They've looked like absolute crap tonight, honestly. Forge has looked like absolute crap tonight. I'm worried we're going down poor form lately. Very poor. Good luck wearing a Patriots shirt. Let's see what happens if you feel shocked. They've looked like absolute crap tonight, Forge. They've looked like absolute crap. I don't know why you think they have any other chance besides Ratcharougier. Unless they score one goal, if they tie this up, I would be shocked. If it's a 1-2 loss, I'd be shocked. That second goal basically knocked them out. Forge still got to the CCL, better than Olympia. Oh, yeah, you're right about that. I'll take it. And Olympia fans like me. I shouldn't say that. Navarro miss makes the difference. It should be 1-2 right now. You're right. It should be. If they lose, do a reaction video and feel sad. I'm doing an RSR anyway, okay? Don't worry. What, you think I wasn't going to do that? I'm doing double. Don't worry. Should I post my schedule on the freaking... There you go. Forge get a false pass for being in a beer league. And by the way, yes, exactly. You don't have to wash a turkey. Take it out of the bag and put it in the freaking oven. You're welcome. You don't have to wash a turkey. Forge look poor. Motagua has us beat, for sure. I agree. I seriously agree. I have not seen an inkling of anything out of Forge besides the Navarro miss / post. That's the only thing I've seen. And they're done, honestly. Unless, if they somehow score 2 in 15 minutes, I'll be, 80 to 90, 75 to 80. Yeah, 15 minutes plus stoppage time, I'll be shocked. If they somehow win, I'll be shocked. And here comes Nanko. Brownie on the ball. Turns. Plays it in. That's a handball. Nope. Nothing. They're losing, and I know. I know they're losing. I don't need people to be talking crap. I am eating humble pie. They're down 2-0. Oh, you're asking? I was saying if they somehow win, I would be shocked. If they somehow draw tonight, I'd be shocked. If they come back in Honduras, I would be shocked, especially if it's a 2-0 loss. If they get one goal, it's still possible, so to speak, but it would still need to be a 2-0 win or a 2-0 win for Forge, even if they score a goal tonight. A 2-1 win would send it to penalties for Forge if they win tonight or draw, or it's a 1-2 result tonight. HJU is not a fan of either. At least I don't think so. We're losing 2-0 at home, yes. 2-0. 2-0. And we're probably going to keep that, unless it maybe be 3. I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked. Chris Nanko for 17. Pashis? Nanko for Pashis? Are you nuts? Yeah, but they lost in the semifinal anyway. But they lost in the semifinal anyway, so stick it up your But York fans can honestly stick it up their ass. They lost in the semifinals on the weekend. I was asking you because I turned off the TV. Oh, it's 2-0 Motagua. It's 2-0 Motagua. I didn't realize. Well, 77th minute. There's no way Ford scores a goal. It's probably going to stay 2-0. Maybe 3-0. It's over. Gavaliz and Rodriguez to come on from Motagua. Oski is off. Gavaliz for Oski. And that looks like, what do we got? Rodriguez for, is that 14 or 11? It looks like 11. It looks like 11. Vega. Rodriguez for Vega. 77th minute. No. Well, they're likely celebrating, let's be honest, Derby teams never support each other. I know that. I'm just saying who won when it mattered. Who won when it mattered? 78th minute. Here we go. Babuli. Babuli plays Ford. Can Ford somehow get a chance to at least get one goal? Which is a question even then. But when Forge loses to Pacific and loses the second leg to Motagua, they're going to be set. You got to try this pancake in a cup called Kodiak Cakes. My European friends are York fans, and one of them is celebrating. Good for them. It is what it is. 78th minute, 2-0, 2-0. This should honestly be it. We got 10 minutes plus stoppage time, and Forge will finally lose at home in the CONCACAF League. Can Forge somehow come back in the second leg? We will see. They probably won't. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. As it stands, Forge will probably finally lose at home in the CONCACAF League for the first time. Ball played up. Headed away, and Navarro can't get to it. I guarantee when he wakes up, he'll brag how he choked. I'm sure he will. 79th minute. I feel Forge will do the remontada. Really? No, you're joking. Goal kick for Henry. Nah, they're not. Bobby's probably furious. Yeah, he is. I know Bobby Smirniotis is furious. He's probably the only one actually showing any animation, frankly. None of the players are. Ball played down. Babuli, and he overruns it. GK did well not to spill that. Yeah, that's the first thing Tristan Henry's done right all night, frankly. Back to his old self. A little bit too late, ain't it? Ball crossed in. Out for a corner kicks. 80th minute. 80th minute for Forge FC. Can they hold? No way they will, but we'll see. And no way they will, but we'll see. Nanko, 79th, 80th minute. Ball palmed away by Rougier. 80th minute, they're on the ball. Dominic Samuel trying to find a way forward. Plays it to Becker. Becker, ball crossed in. Cleared out, or will be cleared out by Motagua. There's a handball, and they don't call it. There's a handball, and they don't call it. Of course they won't call it, but that was a handball. That was a handball. I need to see the replay. That was a handball. Handball. That was a handball. And they won't show the replay because they know it was a handball, frankly. That's out for a throw-in. And no VAR, of course. CONCACAF refs are ass. Yeah, there, you're right about that. That's a handball. Stepping stone against SKC. Yep. 81st minute. Ball forward for Motagua. And they have a chance here to make it 3. And Henry heads it away right to Motagua. Chip! Out for a goal kick. Thank God. You know who else we thought it was a handball? My mom. Something like that, yeah. 81st minute. Goalkeeper looking like an absolute madman. Yeah, Tristan Henry's done that before. Not shocked, frankly. So, Forge has to win 2-0 to get to a penalty shootout in the second leg if this stands. 2-0 to win overall if they score here, which probably not. Navarro plays in, takes too much time, can't get it to Chouanier. Yep. Story of the night, ain't it? Story of the night. He is poor. We do need VAR. We do, frankly. Chouanier on through, ball crossed in, header and missed. Forge, bike, no! Babouli. Well, there you go. Babouli missed the bike. 83rd minute. Samuel, Becker, Tissot. Horrible. 82nd minute. Here comes Forge. Navarro. Forge's finishing is dreadful. It is. It honestly is. Ball played forward. There we go. Ball played forward. Forge keeps it in. They have a chance? Be nice if they could figure this out. Shot! Off and out for a corner kick. 83rd minute. They did choke, honestly. They have choked. It's an amazing match. You can see match while Canada can't. Yeah. Or get one soccer. But Babouli missed the bike. And finally they're attacking. Yeah, they haven't all night. Except for that Navarro fail. Ball crossed in. Header. Navarro. Goal. 1-2. Navarro gets them 1. 2-0 will be a Forge win next leg. Unless if they score a second. Then a 1-0 win would put them through. Would be 3-2. 2-1 could also put them through. Actually, that would be a penalty shootout, I think. But Forge scores. Joshua Navarro off the corner. It's not over yet. Josh Navarro scores off the corner. Let's go. Josh Navarro, 84th minute. It's actually 0. Yep, okay. 0-2. There we go. Almost had that screwed up. Here we go. 84th minute. Headed away by Motagua. That gives them a chance. 2-0, I think it will probably been over. Forge are coming back on aggregate. Probably, actually. Now I think about it, I wouldn't be shocked. It's Forge FC. They've done it before. And they'll probably have another crazy night in Central America because it's Forge. And honestly, this just fits the theme of one leg horrible, one leg great. This competition. But Motagua are in through. They could score here, and if they do, it is dead. Save. Cleared by Becker. Saves Forge's chances. Offside. It's a free kick anyway. 85th minute. He just hates Forge. And the CPL. But it is what it is. He hates the CPL. He thinks it's a pub league. That's why he's saying that. There you go. 85th minute. And we have Melendez for, is that 94 or 34? I guess it's Lopez. Melendez for Lopez. 85th minute. 5 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Can Forge tie this up? If they do, it's not over yet. Becker plays it up. Can Forge find something here? Plays it in. That's out for a throw-in. Actually, for Motagua, though. Oh, it's actually it's a Motagua throw-in. You're about to get muted again. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. 86th minute. Forge has a goal. It's 1-2. Uno a dos. Joshua Navarro gives them a lifeline for the aggregate. Over the top. Saved by Rougier in the 86th minute. Well, if we don't see you by the end of this video, we know what happened. 86th minute. Actually, we'll probably see you right at the end, but there we go. Over the top. That's out for a throw-in. I'm from Honduras, but I don't support Motagua. Who do you support? Josue. Or have you been here before? Or is this your first time? First off, have you been here before? Second of all, who do you support? If you've been here before, answer that question, and I think I can figure it out. If you have not been here before, OHIO, is this game over? Hell no. I'd agree so. Little curveball. Olympia. Josh Navarro has been our team's player of the match. For sure he has. I agree so. And he should have had 2 goals. It should be 2-2, frankly. Sadly enough, it should be 2-2. Cisse. There we go. Brownie. Free kick. Oh, it's back to a throw-in, isn't it? Oh, a free kick against? Seriously? MJRB says Olympia. I wasn't. That's cool. Have you been here before? I have a lot of Olympia fans that like me. They've definitely probably been here before. 88th minute. 1-2. Foul throw. Yes. Foul throw. And it happened again. Let me, here we go. 87-51. Foul throw. I've never seen that happen before. Honestly, or I should say, never seen that happen in MLS or CONCACAF before. It doesn't happen much. Oh, wait. Didn't Arsenal? Nah, it's your first time. Okay, so who do you support? Or Elvier gets a yellow card. 88th minute. Forge takes a throw in. Can they score a second goal late on and keep the win or the unbeaten streak alive at Tim Hortons Field and have a way better puncher's chance of winning the second leg? They can still do it, and there is a chance, but we'll see. Real España. Yeah. I remember them. They've had their time in CONCACAF before. Real España. Yep, they've had their time in CONCACAF before. Yep. Man City destroyed PSG. He should lose his job for that. Contract canceled in the changing room. Can't even make a throw. What good are you to anyone? You know some about Real España. They've definitely had CONCACAF appearances. They're an okay club. They're definitely not a grande. They're a good club. They're on a not a lower level, but they have not been as good as they used to be. I think it also helps the CONCACAF competitions have been slightly diminished. If they show up in the Caribbean Club or the Central American Club Championship, we'll see that. But they definitely have CONCACAF moments. Is that an Arsenal fan TV reference, or are you actually being serious? Motagua versus Real España. They're in the semifinals of the league. Okay. That must be a Cinderella run, frankly. Well, honestly, though. Well, no, I understand it, but they're definitely they're the best of the rest, honestly. They're probably one of those teams. You have Marathon, Motagua, Olympia, then others. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Forge playing on. Brownie gives it away. Niascota says he couldn't do a bicycle kick. I think he's 22, 23. He's 22 to 24, somewhere around there, and he's from Costa Rica. He was loaned in from Perez Zeledon in Costa Rica. I know that for sure. I think he's like 23, 24, 22, 23, 24. He's around there. Actually, let me look. Let me completely look. I know he's not that old. He is 22. Okay. 22 years old. He's a couple of months. He's older than me by a couple of months in like 10 years. Oh, really? Oh. Well, I've been paying attention to CONCACAF, but the Liga Nacional, well then. Wonder how that one happened. I guess I didn't know much about Real España. I will take the L on that one. I will take the L on that one. I haven't really been paying attention to them, so yeah. I will take the L on that one, frankly. There's only so much that I could cover. MLS should keep the playoffs. I agree. 92nd minute. We have 2 minutes to go. Can Forge tie this up? Chouanier. Cisse. Chouanier. 2 minutes. Cisse. Up to Brownie. Crossover. Babuli, and he misses, and it goes back to Motagua. No, Forge can clear. They do. They get the ball back. No, out for a throw-in, though. 92nd minute. They will. Is the CPL going to get a league trophy or league tournament? I wonder. They will. 93rd minute. Ball played forward by Forge. Brownie is on the ball. Chouanier. David Chouanier. David Chouanier has a chance here. Plays in. Cleared. Almost. Gets in there. Forge still has a chance. Cisse plays it over Chouanier. Shot saved by Rougier. Chance. Goal! Goal! Elima! Kwame Awua! Kwame Awua ties it up! Kwame Awua! 2-2! Right at the death! Yes! Kwame Awua for Forge FC! Oh my! Rougier spills it! Awua's right there! What a shot by Chouanier to set that up! Passed over by Cisse. Chouanier! Rougier spills it. Awua's right on top of it. 2-2. 2-2. Kwame Awua. In the 90+4th minute, right at the end, 2-2. Kwame Awua. OHIO. Did Forge lose? Hell no. That changes everything. Just having to win with no extras is huge. 2-2. Forge comeback. I told you it's never over when it comes to Forge FC. 2-2. It is 2 away goals, but I trust Forge to at least win 1-0 on the night in Honduras. They're not going to get hammered in the second leg. This gives them all the momentum. Full time, 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. And Forge finds their way through. There you go. 2-2. Forge finds their way through. They have the second leg. Navarro in the 84 for Wua in the 90+3. And there you go. That's a draw at home. The way they were playing I did say tonight it's never over with Forge FC. But tonight they were playing very lethargically up until right at the end, frankly. They did not play well up until the end, frankly. You could be shocked at least, okay? I am a little bit shocked, but they came back. I'm not shocked there. I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked. But they definitely did not play well up until the end. Not until the end. Great effort. Bang Kwame que Jugador. When's leg 2? December 1st in Honduras. And I'll be live for that one. But with that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Check out my Patreon, $5, $10, or $20 a month. Or honestly, just wait till I start YouTube memberships. Either way. It helps support the channel. Be awesome if you do. Anything's appreciated. Also support by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, hitting that big red bell notification button. Super chats on the live streams. Putting this in playlists, sharing this with your friends and family, all that great stuff. Next, of course, RSR for Forge versus Motagua coming out. Be up within the hour. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. See you soon. I'm out. Love all y'all. I'm out. And see you tomorrow for Colorado versus Portland, but we'll get into that. It's not Thanksgiving yet, Brother BKL. It's like 10, 11, 12, so like 3 hours. Yeah, I'm out. Peace.